Hey everybody, it's your friend Kevin. Today's Friday, 18th of November, 2022. We are a week away from the American Thanksgiving holiday, if you're in America. If you're in the rest of the world, we'll have a holiday anyway. It's the season of thanking and season of giving and the season of all that good stuff. Let's get to the card of the day. So that's why you're here, right? Here we go. I better get the lid. There we go, lid of the box. I love this little prayer in the bottom. You are a child of unfathomable beauty and light. It just makes me fill with joy in these butterflies that are in this lid. Anyway, Sword of Light Oracle deck, the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle by Radley Valentine and images by Echo Chernik. All right, let's shuffle. Angels, ancestors, Father in the sky and Mother in the earth, all those of the light, thank you for stepping in where you have always been, and thank you for embracing me with this message for the entire world. May this message lift them up, give them joy, and here are 3 cards that popped out, and I'm just going to go with these 3 cards. Is it 3 cards? And I don't really know. Let's just give these a little shuffle and see what... Is this the order? Yes. All right, first card. Well, trust your angels. This will be what's going on right now and what's happening right now. Let go of your expectation of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. Now, this is what we need to do, and this is the current situation. This is a blessing in disguise. So it may be you're being shown something that you really aren't sure about. Now, this is immediately bringing something up personally for me, and I'll share that in a minute. Be patient, have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dared to dream. I like this because you're seeing the pink of Archangel Jophiel, the yellow of Archangel Ariel, the green of Archangel Raphael, and then the orange, gold, bronze, whatever you want, amber of Archangel Gabriel. And then, of course, you see these 2, what I would say is guardian angels. Let's look at what the outcome's going to be. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. So, this one to me doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but it's okay. In given the current climate and situation, if you're someone who has experienced loss, the loss of a loved one, loss of a pet, the loss of someone dear to you, or those folks who have passed or ascended have actually come to mind, particularly around the holidays. There are many folks who choose, I'm one of them, not to spend time in the company of others, not because we want to be martyrs or we want to be miserable. We're not miserable. We're not martyrs. We're not lonely. We just simply like to have that time of solitude to remember and reflect. Now, a week ago, I was celebrating Remembrance Day along with many others in the world. Remembrance Day, I don't know what they call it, Veterans Day, they call it here. To remember all the fallen soldiers and all of those who went before us, all of those who stood up for whatever they believed in and said, yeah, no, we're gonna fight the cause. Perhaps some of those grandparents, great-grandparents, even children that have hopped out of their physical body and gone into a better world. We can't assume that they go to a worse world. I don't believe in this place that fire and brimstone and all of that. I just don't think that's doesn't even exist. It does in the mind of men who want you to believe that unless you follow a certain path, you're going to be condemned, and I do not believe that. Anyway, I'm digressing. Loved ones, those we care about that have lifted and ascended, are still holding space for all of us that are left here to do the work that they were not able to finish and complete. Blessings in disguise really are signs that come from those in spirit who let us know you are not forgotten. You're not on your own. We're with you. We've got your back, and we're helping you to accomplish whatever you need to accomplish. Trusting your angels, number 36. So these all add up to quite remarkable numbers. 3 and the 6 comes to a 9. 3 and a 3 comes to a 6. And then the 4 and the 1 comes to a 5. And the 4 and the 1 adding up to 5 is really a learning curve, a learning number for you to understand. So I would say, if I'm going to put this on you, challenging times are upon us, for sure. And I don't think it matters whether you are one of the folks that's dealing with conflict in China, pushing back, saying no more, thank you very much, we're not going to be controlled by whatever you say. Whether you're here in the United States, working through the political stuff, I don't know how to change that. So I tend to just do what I can to make my corner of the world bright and cheerful, loving, kind, joyful, and helpful to whoever needs it. That might be a $5 to the person on the corner that's holding up a sign. I long got over the fact that I cannot assume what that person's going to do with that money. I'm not going to be judgmental and say, well, they're going to go score something chemical. I don't want to think that way. It could possibly be this is a person who's down on their luck and needs help. That's besides the point. We're given this incredible gift called intuition. It's hardwired. It is the truth and the trust of what's in here. We come into this world with it. And there may be people who disagree with it, but listen, how does a baby who's got all the intelligence that we have, because we at one point were that baby, trust that this is the mother, this is the father, or this is the caregiver? The bonding that happens between the mother and the child immediately after birth, sometimes it does happen, sometimes it doesn't happen. When we were little, 60, 70, 80 years ago, if you're still on the planet, you're an octogenarian, they didn't really have that in place to lay the baby on the mother to bond. They do now. They didn't then. So you see the evolution of time changes the growth pattern of what we're here to do. Many of those that are in my generation bracket are now waking up to the possibility that, oh my goodness, we've got some work to do. And it seems like a speeding time clock going clickety, 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 click, moving forward to do this work. If you are in the arena of light, and when I say light, I'm talking about joy and happiness and peace and love and angels and psychic stuff, spiritual entrepreneurism, you're going to team up with lots of people. And this message for today is just trust it. It might seem that we're in the middle of a snow globe, all shook up, not sure which way to go. And like myself, having just moved physical locations, I'm realizing these things that happen, there's stuff that has not quite worked out. For instance, plumbing issues. Again, I said to my angels, what in the world is it with water? What is it with water and leaking and all of this stuff that I've dealt with for the whole year? And I got the clear message. It's a flow. Go with the flow. Just keep going with the flow. Let the flow come in, let the flow go out. Let the flow come in, let the flow go out. Every little item, every little issue is only as big as you make it believe it is. We can get frustrated. There will be delays. There will be challenges. There will be people that are dealing with their own circle of mayhem and madness. It's all okay. It's all fine. Gone are the days where we could expect what would happen on Friday while we're looking at Monday. However, coming are the days where we can drive that bus. I'll say that one more time. Gone are the days where we have an expectation of what's going to happen on Friday when we go to do our work on Monday. That's gone. Things happen, things change very quickly. What we can trust in is if we put our focus and our energy on what we want to have happen on Friday, how we want to have things to show up, how we'd like to attract the things that we're looking for. That's the first thing. Put it in a frame. This is what I want to have happen on Friday. Then get into the feeling that you can have it, you can get it, you've got the ability to do it. Then have that feeling that it's already here. And then watch what happens on Friday. This is like the law of attraction gone ballistic. Yes. Another new guardian angel showed up for me this morning, calling himself David. I don't know what David wants or needs, but I'll find out later. My good guardian angel that's been with me lifetime after lifetime is called Daniel. Many of you have a Daniel. And then the one that looks after my health, that sits behind me, that is, doing this on my back with pitter-patter with the hands. Her name is Arabella, and she works with the light of Archangel Raphael. I'll share this personally. Amongst the muddle and the mayhem of all this madness going on with my physical move, I got test results. I'm a type 2 diabetic, and my A1C numbers shot up from 7.9 to 8.9. Now, that's like, quite a bit, quite a jump. Almost at the 9% range. That's sugar going through my body, not being able to find a place to go. I looked at that. I must be consuming things I shouldn't be, and I have. And now it is a question of saying, I've got to really get this under control. At least that's what my message is from the angels. So I just say to Spirit, thank you for showing me this test result. It is worrying, it is troublesome, but it's not something I can't control. Bring me the energy that helps me control it. Let me get this under control so that my numbers in 3 months can go down closer to 7 where they need to be. Having the ability to trust the angels, see the test result as a blessing in disguise, and then looking at the loved ones in heaven and saying, we got you, we're going to help you, and we're going to take away all of the temptations that has those sugars going up. This is how I want to tell you to look at your situations. If you're worried and stressful about money, putting money out all over the place, spending it, giving it away, what have you, you've got to think of it like air. You've got to think of it like water. You have to think of it like a commodity, a life commodity. Breathe in deep. When you breathe out, let go. The money is not meant to be hoarded. It's not meant to be kept under your rug in the baseboards, in the walls, in books. It's not meant to be shoved into accounts. Money's not power. It's a flow of energy. It's a flow. One thing I know for sure that keeps that flow going and keeps that thing happening is gratitude. Love and gratitude. Blessings for love and gratitude. The universe doesn't care if they give you a penny or a million or a billion. They don't care. Because to universe, to angels, to spirits, to the world, prosperity is linked to the frequency of your heart. Prosperity is linked to the frequency of your heart. Abundance is linked to the frequency of your heart. If you are grateful for the penny, 10 will come. If you're grateful for the dollar, it's 100 pennies. $10 will come. And so it goes. Being grateful for $100, 1,000 will come. That is where we have to put our mindset and our heart. And now I'm babbling. Listen, I love you for all your support, your subscriptions, your sharing, your liking, your comments. They make me lift like up to the clouds. And until tomorrow, be well, be safe, be blessed, and be abundant. Bye.